Hello again. It's the Gold Dragon himself, Lord Scorpion 13, and this is Raid Shadow Legends. Hope everybody's doing pretty good. I'm real excited about the He-Man and Skeletor being brought to the game. I can't wait till I get Skeletor. I won't be getting He-Man on this account. I might get it on another account. I won't be getting on it this one. This one's a free to play. But I might get it on another account. I don't know.
Make up your mind. Make up your mind.
Well, since I got you here, I'll show you what I've been doing since we were here last. Yeah, I got red dots. I'll get into those in a minute. Right now I got my Kale up to 5 stars. I still got to get him that last ascension. Also have working on his next meal. Got Sister Militant, almost been working on her, trying to get her up to 5 stars. Also have Preacher, Lurker, Swordsman, and Mage Killer about to make a bump to level 4. I ended up getting my very own Apothecary. Hello, Apothecary.
Don't talk to me.
Got him from a mystery shard. Forged my very own Arbalister. Pulled me a Valerie. Got her. Been working her up a little bit. Got her in double speed and divine life. Still need to get her gear leveled up. And she's got some skills under her belt. I went farming for her and got a rather nice handful. Since I've been working on working on my Rector Draft some. I got her in Speed, Life, and Immortal. Then I can hit 5-star gear. Oh, I haven't told you. I'll get back to it in a second. Scorpions and Brutal. Scorpions and Brutal. Hard is almost starred out. Still running into some issues, but I was able to handle it. Normal is all starred out. For beating normal, I got a Void Shard, and from completing part 1, I got another one. See, I done collected the 300 from it. Got 500 in the bank. And Kale has masteries now. Decided to now, hellhades.com has basically any information you could possibly want on every character in the game. Masteries, sets they were good for, whether they're trash or not. I really suggest you checking out his website. I'll link it in the description down below. But this is what I went, and we can go through it, and I can show you what I got. Increase the damage by 5% by attacking with full hit points. Crit damage plus 10%. Crit rate plus 5. Just a whole bunch of good stuff. Accuracy plus 10. Yeah, his accuracy is at the bottom of the list. But I'm working on it. Once I can get some 5 or 6 star gear that's actually pretty good, to where I can get rid of the crit rate set, I'm probably going to jump in with accuracy or precision. Start working that up to where I can get this number higher than 15. He hits good. He hits real good, and I'm happy with him. I got Sun Wukong in lifesteal and crit rate. His attack boost is kind of low, but I'll work that out eventually. Still working on crit rate. That's the biggest issue with those two, is trying to max out their crit rate. His just hit 100%, so excuse me. I'm glad. So now that I have it done, I can start working on some of those other stats. And I ended up hitting level 25 on this account, so I ended up getting Fayne.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
And let me tell you what she brings to the table. Right now I have her in speed, accuracy, and perception. 48 speed because of the lousy boots. I'm looking to upgrade her boots. Maybe find a 5-star either perception or accuracy. 5 or 6 star to get that number up, but she's sitting at 163 accuracy and 147 speed. A little slow, but she's working pretty good. Got some boost on there. But let me show you what she brings to the table. Her first skill, attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 35% chance of stealing 5% of the target's current turn meter. Her second skill, attacks one enemy, has a 75% chance of placing 2 poison debuffs and a 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns. And her third skill, Flowing Style, attacks one enemy 3 times. First hit has a 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 3 turns. The second hit has a 75% chance of placing a 25% weakened debuff for 3 turns. The third hit heals the champion by 4% of their max HP for every debuff on the target. So you figure, okay, they have a couple of poisons. They got a couple of poisons from this one, and then it hits the decrease defense and the decrease and the weekend. So that's 4. 4 times 4 is 16. That's 16% heal off the bat. So, and if you're looking to start a new or an alternate account, might I suggest using my download link down in the description. It'll start you out with Rector Drath, a very fine healer. She's got a 50% decreased attack debuff on her first skill. Heals all allies by 20% of her max HP. Then puts a perfect veil on all allies with full hit points. Then and places a 15% continuous heal buff to bring those back up. Her third skill provides a single ally with 60% HP and fills their turn meter by 60% and places a perfect veil. And her passive, which I haven't unlocked yet, shame on me. Whenever an ally is under a veil or a perfect veil buff, gets a turn, heals them by 10% of their max HP, also increases the resistance of allies under veil or perfect veil buffs by 50. So, if you want to start the game with Rector Drath and get Fayne at level 25, use my download link down below and get hooked up. Been going through and been working through campaign, trying to get food up and everything else. I got 2 of the characters that I've been looking for a while. First of all, I got me a Spirithost. She's up to level 40. Campaign farmable. Still working on trying to get her set together. I always build her a little bit differently. I build her to where she can. I tried to build her fast, but I want her to be able to smack a little bit so she can basically keep herself alive a little bit better. That's why I like running retaliation. She gets hit, she swings back and tries to get some of that damage back. This is her, and yes, I've been farming extensively, trying to get crit rate gear up. So I got me a whole lot of Spirithosts. But attacks one enemy, heals 50% of the damage inflicted. That's what I was talking about. Her second skill, 50% increase attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. And with the book, brings it down to 2 turns. Her third skill is every 4 turns, since she's booked out. Removes all debuffs on allies. Place a block debuff on allies for 1 turn. And my other account, she carries me through a lot of content. So I was happy and went for her. And once I finally got her, I started working on her. She also has an aura, increase ally speed in all battles by 10%. Works good overall, but also works good for the on a solid affinity team. My solid affinity team is actually looking really good so far. Well, almost. Use Spirithost as my lead, Fayne and Sun Wukong as my hitters, and debuffers. Right now I got War Piece as my healer. I'm looking for a Hex Weaver or somebody else to give me those good heals. And I don't know yet. As for green, I might try out this guy. And I will explain everything. Yeah, I'll pull all of them out just to give a look at, because I haven't really looked at them yet. Haven't looked at my spirit yet. Got this longsword Torux. First skill, 35%, 45% chance of a leech for 2 turns. Second skill, attacks all enemies. Places a 30% increased defense on all allies for 2 turns. He's a defense-based champion. Looks pretty good. His passive, places a block damage debuff on this champion for 1 turn if the incoming damage exceeds 20% of his max HP. Nice. Passive Counterattacks when hit by an enemy under provoke. Now he could work pretty good. Be a nice tank. Then we got Laurel Brute Bane. His first skill attacks one enemy twice. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing a 30% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. Attack base. Second skill attacks one enemy. Damage increased by 5% for each debuff on the target. Would work really nice with Fayne. Very nice. Third skill attacks one enemy, places a 15% increased crit rate buff on all allies for 2 turns if this attack is critical. Yes, please. And I'll put everybody else back. The other ones I had was Madman. Attacks one enemy when ascended. Has a 50% chance of attacking all other enemies with a second hit. 50% chance. Dealing 30% damage from the first hit. This getting hit, it's always a normal hit. Second skill attacks all enemies, heals champion by 10% of the damage inflicted if the champion's current HP is below 50. Well, if he's below 50, he's going to get healed. Third skill attacks one enemy, will ignore 30% of the target's defense, will ignore block damage and shield buffs. Now that would probably be interesting in something like Arena or the stage that you get lifesteal set from. When you're on the boat, the one that has Bad Alcazar is the end boss. Because you have those guys that you have the Templars. You know which one I'm talking about. It'll come to mind in a second. Also have Totem. Totem attacks one enemy, has a 20% chance of placing a small poison debuff on the target for 2 turns. Second skill, Malediction, attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of removing a random buff off the target. 3-star Ascension does that, plus places a 15% continuous heal buff on this champion for 2 turns if a buff is removed. We're a little selfish, aren't we? And third, attacks all enemies, places a 30% decreased debuff on the target for 2 turns. Okay. I got Fury Stoker from Ogre Tribes. It's got one of those faces only a mother would love, right? Crush. Attacks one enemy, has a 15% chance of placing an extra hit. Second skill, removes all debuffs from target ally. Heals them by 20% chance. This heal increases according to the amount of debuffs. When he's a single target, remove debuff and healer. He probably worked pretty decent in Faction Wars. His passive skill heals the ally with the lowest HP by 7.5% per each turn. This heal can be critical, will not heal him. Now that can heal him. Well, Ogre and Tribes, we got a healer. And it's time to be fussed at. Actually, let me show off the last 2 champions I wanted to show you here, and then you can fuss at me. Yes, I got me a sorceress. Got me a couple of them actually. Campaign Farm. First skill. Attacks one enemy. 30% chance of placing a 15% decreased speed. Man, I cannot talk. For 2 turns. Second skill. Attacks an enemy twice, has a 20% chance of hitting 3 times. Wow, 30% chance even with the books. Third, Vine Trap. Attacks 3 times at random. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. I'm probably just going to build her to smack. At 4 and an attack, at 4-star level 4, maybe not, I don't know. And I did show you Arbalester. I think I read through her skills last time. And we have Eris.
I know you want me.
Hi there. And she's almost fully booked out. Her first skill, attacks one enemy, grants an extra turn if this target is killed, or if the target is killed. I've seen it in action. It's fun when you have your nuker, your AoE nuke, and everybody is about dead, and then it takes her turn. She kills 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in one turn. Very nice. Her second skill, removes a random debuff from all allies, has a 60% chance of placing a 30% increased speed on all allies for 2 turns. The way this works is, and the way I've seen this work before, is she'll place them, but she won't place them on all of them. This is a chance of placing it on all allies. She'll place 1, 2, maybe 3, but it won't be all. Once you get her up to, once I get 2 more books in this skill, she will. So, and her passive, counterattacks the attacker when an ally is attacked. And that works, and works well. From experience. I'm starting to fill her out a little bit. I have her in resilience. I'm sorry, I got a 5-star speed boot, so yes, it went on. Starting to, basically I'm going to put her in resilience, crit rate, and offense, just to give her some bump. That should give me some pretty decent speed. Let's see. Plus 40 by itself, no matter what. And I don't know what other, see, there's speed stats there that could roll. Other than that, I don't know. But now y'all get to fuss at me. I summoned hold on. I really wanted her. Did I get her? No. But I really wanted it. That's where the extra rares came from. I didn't even get an epic out of it. So yes, shame on me, shame on me, shame on me. Now, before I go into the next little bit, I ended up, tell you a story. Back when I first started playing Raid Shadow Legends, I was playing another game that is similar to this one, called Summoner's War. And I was enjoying it, and it was fun. But it was getting a little repetitive, getting a little boring. So I had this friend of mine, total anime. Well, let's just say that she lives and breathes anime. Okay, she actually got me into anime, too, a little bit. She got me into Raid, and I started playing it, and started playing it more, and she stopped playing. Well, she had been following on my old channel. Her and her girlfriend had been following me on my other channel, following Minecraft videos. Because yes, I do stuff like that. And, well, she messaged me on my first raid, said that she was coming, that she wasn't, you know, that she was going to help me with my referrals. Well, if you notice the referral program, it's got some good stuff. And she was just on a little bit ago. These are the 3 characters that I sent her my referral link. And once I was able to get in touch with her, and called her up. But she's going through and helping me get my rewards through that. So, and now I'm sitting on the experience on this, but I still have 2 weeks of experience boosts. I could add them up now, but I don't need them. So that's where, oh yeah, I was able to get accuracy on for Fayne and for Kale on here. One of the things that aggravate me is, no, not that. But yes, you can see I've just got into part 2 of the missions quest. Arena upgrade attack bonuses for all affinities except Void in the Great Hall. I'm having problems staying in Bronze 4 to get medals. If anybody can give me any good advice besides going through about twice a day and losing to keep it low, I mean, well, that's my team. Do you think I should just throw in a trash team? Let me know in the comments down below, because, you know, I'm having a problem, you know. I mean, I got 11 silver pieces, so. But that's where I'm at. I know that there's a champion points that's coming up soon. That's why I haven't summoned my Jamarsa. So I'm kind of holding off on that. Give me a second. Ah, my Armiger. Sorry, just rolled over to the server reset. So I'll collect my rewards. One of the things I've noticed is these 4, especially Fayne, Sun Wukong, Kale, and Rector, has made a massive difference in my Demon Lord. Now I'm only running normal clan boss, because, you know, I'm not that. I mean, I haven't even hit day 7 yet. And tomorrow I get Shaman. And there's 4 pieces of perception gear. Hold on. Wrong button, as always. Fayne. Resistance. No, not interested. If I can find better gear, you best believe I'm going to be trying to get her into the good stuff. But all right, where's it at? Oh yeah, the life steal attack crit rate. Nope. Let's see how it rolls. I do like that crit damage on this. Let's see how it rolls. If it rolls at all. I ain't got no silver. It rolled to 10. Speed boost and 10. Yeah, it's not an upgrade yet, but like I said, I'm looking. I'm trying to get my stuff built. I'm working on it. If you have any advice, treat me like a new player who knows a little something. Okay? Give me some advice down in the comments below. You know, I'm going through this. We're going through this together, so, you know, give me some advice. Let me know where I'm screwing up. But be respectful. Don't come into the comments and say, "Hey, you suck." You know, that's kind of rude. It's not, you know, I'm not trying to become, you know, this mega YouTuber or anything like that. I just enjoy playing the game, and I figured I'd bring y'all along with me. Help me out. And if you like content like this coming from me, consider giving a like and subscribe, and ring that little notification bell so you'll be notified next time I drop a video. And until then, oh, before you go, I got 505 gems. Now, do I want to start unlocking my mine, or do I want to start working on my guardian ring? Leave your comments down below. And until then, y'all have a good one. Alright?
I think I like this dragon.